Action.
All right, this is experiment 7 activity 2. I'm not going to run the spectrum on every one of them just to show you how it's done. I'm just going to show you what the spectra look like when we're finished. I'll give you pictures of this, but I want to show you how this is done. So this is a device called a spectrophotometer, and what this does is it runs light through a sample, and then it collects the light on the other side, and it can figure out how much light did not go through, and then it runs an algorithm to figure out how much light is absorbed. And we are running what's called a spectrum, where we're going to look at how much light is absorbed at various wavelengths. Because food coloring has color, anything that has color absorbs light in the visible region. So in order to do this, we have to take a cuvette. This is a cuvette. We have to blank, and the cuvette is just a special container that the light will go through. But since food coloring is dissolved in water and it's in the cuvette, we don't want to measure any absorbance from the cuvette or the water. So what we're going to do is we're going to blank this. Blanking it just means we tell the machine, hey machine, this is 0. So I'm going to hit the 0 button and I'm going to let it do its thing. And when the little hourglass is gone, there we go. So now what we're ready to do is I'm going to take this out, and I'm going to pour some in. So now I've got green food coloring in here, all right? And I'm going to wipe this off. Now I'm going to run, so it already says 0 with nothing in it. Now I'm going to let it just scan, and how do I scan it? Do I just hit enter?
Enter.
All right, so I hit enter, and now it's going to run, it's going to just measure wavelength at, measure absorbance at all of the wavelengths. And then we can see, if you can bring it close, this is the absorbance spectrum of green food coloring. And you can see as we move this little dial, we see that we have a peak at 417 nanometers. And then we can move this over, and we have another peak at 627 nanometers. And you can look up what color those are, what color the peaks are, as opposed to what color the food coloring is. So for the other food colorings, I'm just going to show you the spectra and and you can see what the peaks are, and you can gather the data from looking at the photographs. That's it for this.